Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of The Daily. It's Wednesday, December 21st, here with Greg Lawless. I'm Nick Fershaw, and Greg, we're going to start with the biggest news in MLS. It seems to be that way every day. The fate of David Beckham. We've heard a lot of rumors in the last few days here. What's the latest word on David Beckham going to Paris Saint-Germain?
Well, I keep thinking about the old Beckham cam and how all eyes on Beckham right now. His decision is still in the air right now. In Paris overnight, they put out a bunch of news that he had signed. L'Equipe had it on the cover of their edition today. Le Parisien had it on their edition, all saying he's signed, he has said yes. And then late last night, on Tuesday night, there was word that came out from Beckham's people saying all of those reports are premature. Now, they didn't say that he hadn't done the deal or anything like that, but they said it's premature right now. So obviously he hasn't signed a deal with them, but maybe there's some things that still need to be worked out. Ultimately, we still don't know what's happening.
Yeah, a lot of people waiting around for some concrete facts about the fate of David Beckham. Let's switch gears up the coast to Seattle, where we have reports that Cordell Cato, a 19-year-old international from Trinidad and Tobago, set to join the Seattle Sounders. Greg, this is a guy that trialed with the Sounders before. They liked what they saw.
Yeah, they did, and it looks like they're going to bring him in January when camp starts on the 15th for the Sounders. And this is a guy who's got some skills, got some talent, and a guy I think that they think they can mold. He's only about 19 years old, so and it's interesting, he's actually represented by a former MLSer, a guy some people might remember, a guy named Evans Wise, who played for Tampa Bay back in the day, as well as some other teams.
Moving east, let's talk a little bit about the Columbus Crew and one of their superstars, Robbie Rogers, who tweeted out the other day about his future, some rumors about him potentially going to Leeds, and then the Columbus Dispatch talking to his agent saying he's got a decision to make over Christmas. What's his decision about?
Well, the decision is whether he stays in Columbus or he goes abroad. There is interest for him in England in particular, but you know what? The Columbus Crew definitely want to keep him, and his agent said there's definitely a chance that he will be with the Crew next year.
Well, looking forward to the 2012 season. We got a look at the preseason tournament schedule. 4 tournaments that we know about so far in late February. Some ones we've seen before in Arizona, Florida, and South Carolina, but a brand new one in Portland, Oregon. The Portland Timbers fans going to get an up-close and personal look at their team in late February. Should be a good one up there. I wonder what the weather is going to be like in late February.
Well, I imagine it's going to be somewhat rainy, but it's not going to be too cold. And San Jose and Chivas will be 2 other MLS clubs that will be there, as will AIK from Sweden, a club out over in Sweden coming over for this tournament. Should be a good one, should be fun. Obviously, with all the fans out there, it should be a lot of noise going on.
Yeah, and you can catch the complete list of preseason schedules on MLSsoccer.com. And one last thing before we go. The best of 2011 rolls on. Yesterday we talked about the Breakthrough Player of the Year. That was Graham Zusi for Sporting Kansas City. This time we're talking about the Transaction of the Year. That's a pickup or a trade within the league. Greg, the Transaction of the Year for you?
Well, I think for me it has to be Dwayne De Rosario going to DC United. Now, did it end up putting United into the playoffs? No, but it actually got them into the talk, into the mix of it, which I don't think would have happened if De Rosario hadn't gone there. Plus the fact that it was such a high-profile player, and it's his second trade of the year as well. I just think it was a miraculous sort of transaction that took place in there. And you know what? He almost single-handedly put DC into the playoffs.
And his first career MVP for Dwayne De Rosario, a good pick. You'll find out who won our Transaction of the Year, and we'll also begin our countdown of the stories of the year, beginning with number 11 on Wednesday, right here on MLSsoccer.com.